Ready for it? Wait for it. All right, now who's going to be the first person to jump in? Who is going to be the first person? So, how is everyone doing? Today, what is today? I don't even know what today is. I don't know. I lost track of days. Oh, I knew it. Hello, Miss Jody. How are you? Justin bought some Cali Tawas. Cali Tawas. I don't think I've ever heard of those. Hold on, I might not be able to look them up. I have to look those up. Or well, yeah, I could look them up on here. Cali Tawas. I'm here. It's been a morning. Let's see. If they're okay, I knew that. Cali Tawas. Where'd you get? Did you get them from Dan's or? Yeah, yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah, those are pretty. I have a Sydney's Angels and Bennett's Rainbows. Okay. I have a local breeder here. His name is D Brown. Uh, real good friend of mine, but he's a rainbow breeder, and he uh, he loves those rainbows. His name is also Dan. Okay, but yeah, LD. He's got Gary Lane's line of rainbows, which apparently I guess is the best line that we could get here in the U.S. Apparently, from what I've been told. But he's got beautiful, beautiful rainbows. I would love to have a rainbow tank. Get a bigger store, have a big old monster tank, just fill it up with rainbows. Did you do a unboxing video? Yep, just so I'll have to check it out. Have you ever fed your fish blackworms? Only freeze dried blackworms. So I got like a pound of blackworms in yesterday, and got him a tank set up and all that. But I rinsed him off and all that, and fed my oxalotls the blackworms. The oxalotls loved it; they did great. But my angels didn't bother. My angels did not have any interest in the black worms. J&N Aquatics is Chairman. I don't. I can order them, but I don't have any in the store because they require like a really big tank, and I don't have a room for a big enough tank for them. What kind of discus are you looking for? Yeah, no, I don't have any currently, but I can definitely order them. Usually, so I just did an order. I think it was Tuesday night, and I got it in Thursday. The you, you talk about the discus? Oh, the African cichlids. I think one OB peacock. Uh, I have two in the store. One's already sold, but I do have one other peacock, and I got some Mbunas. Yes, ma'am. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. Um, I'd have to actually see what I can do for it. So I do know, like the live brine shrimp, I sell like an ounce of the live brine shrimp for like $5. So the black worms, let me see what I can do. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever carried black worms. Now it's just testing it out, see if people actually would want them. Well, that's not for me at all. Do you follow us on Facebook? Okay. Okay. It does look like it's. I'm seeing that other stores are selling. See for they say for an ounce for $19.99. I think that's crazy. Uh, but I could be wrong. Like, I don't know much about it. Um, yeah, I'm seeing like an ounce of them for $19.99. Looks like it seems to be the price of them. But yeah, if you can message me on Facebook, I'll do a little more research and see how cheap I can go with them. All right, thank you. All right, Jody, are you still in here? I need to know what a good price on blackworms are going to be and how much. So I saw like an ounce for $19.99. You bet. Uh, so blackworms, what, like live blackworms, do you happen to know what they go for? Let's see. I guess I'd check eBay. Uh, let's see. 2 ounces for $57. 1 ounce for $45. Free delivery. So you get 16 ounces for 125. Let's do some math. So calculator. So let's say 125 ounces divided by, or $125 divided by 16 ounces at 780 an ounce. 781, I think. 7 times 16. Yeah, so that's okay. So if I do $7.99 an ounce, I gotta figure out how much I paid for them. I paid $5. Hold on, I got it. I don't know who that is. $45. $45 divided by 16 ounces. So 36. So if I do $7.99 an ounce, it's $127.84 minus 45. That's $82 profit. Okay. So if I do $8 an ounce, is that, you think that'd be too high? Like your honest opinion? Because I've seen $14.99 an ounce. I've seen see 4 ounces for $70. That's $17.50 an ounce times 4. Yeah, I see another place where they got like $17.50 an ounce. Sorry, wet hands. You're fine. I also see 4 ounces for $15, which is 3. Start at 10 or 12. You can always lower the price. Yeah. Okay. So if I did 10, and I got a pound of it. It's 160. And 160 divided by, or no, 160 minus 45. That's $115 profit. It's not bad. I think I'll do 10. Hey, Philip. How are you? I'm assuming everyone's adulting today. Or they're going back to work after lunch here. Y'all stay safe with tonight's weather. Apparently we're supposed to have a bad storm tonight. I keep getting messages saying be safe, be safe, be safe. So apparently we're about to have a bad storm tonight. That's only one bad thing about running a fish store. Especially if you're in a town that the electricity likes going out when the wind blows. Yeah, it's going to be bad here in southeast Missouri. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Do want to check. Yeah, there's some crap weather headed your way. Absolutely beautiful. Old Jody and her wet hands. Aw, I knew it. That's why. And beautiful, maybe. But I mean, I'm always beautiful. You know, I'm a beautiful young man. We're supposed to have a chance at that large hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's not good. Jody, you be safe too. All right, let me see. Let's look what I figured out how to do. Now, how awesome is this? I learned how to flip my camera around. I feel very accomplished. So there's oh, now I got a mirror. Why is my camera my camera is all mirrored? I don't like that. I don't want to mirror my camera. All right. Right, left goes left, right goes right. Okay. So I got some lemon blue eyes. No, I can't zoom in. Let's see the fish that came in. We got some pretty guppies that came in yesterday. That luminous one right there, he's my favorite. He really glows. Oh, what else is new? I got a bunch of neon tetras. So they told me these were extra large. These are not extra large. These are friggin' like small. Uh, so I was a little upset about that because I had some customers wanting like the jumbo size, the really large neons. So I figured that extra large would be a little bit smaller than the jumbos, but those are small. These are Branton snails. That boy done already took all my snails. Like, he didn't even give them a chance to sell. This guy's a massive friggin' snail. I got a couple back there in the back. I had customers. Yeah, I had customers come in yesterday, and they seen them, and they were wanting to buy them. Like, they was like, "Oh, I gotta have these. I gotta have these," and I guess they're already sold. And so I'm definitely gonna have to get more in, because I mean, people are wanting them. They're very interesting. I didn't even know they existed until I looked at my order, and they happened to be on the list. But they are neat. And I know nothing about them. So I don't know how they breed. Like, do they lay clutches? Do they have one baby at a time, like a rabbit snail? I have no idea. I got pearl gouramis, and I got albino paradise gouramis. Which reminds me, I need to figure out who ordered those, so I can let them know. There's Jody's snails, the white wizards. I have two that's currently alive. I don't think this guy hasn't moved, so I don't think he made it. But I got two, so my next order, Jody, as soon as I see them, I'm going to order you more, and I'm getting them shipped to you. But these two right here are definitely yours. So 2 out of the 10 I got. I ordered pearls. Okay, yeah, Philip, you ordered pearls. So yeah, I got your pearls right there. Minus the albinos. Get out of here. There's your pearls. Right there in the corner. And I got some blue Acaras, electric blue Acaras. These were from a breeder, a local breeder. It's no hurry. Whenever it happens, it's good. All right. I promise I won't forget about you. Let's see. I did have a black ghost knife, but it's gone. I got flagfish. I had someone request some flagfish to eat as algae. So I got some of those. I got peacock gudgeons. I don't know if they've colored up. Yeah, they've colored. I don't know if y'all can see it. Maybe that helps. Does that help? That might help you. So you got some peacock gudgeons down there. Got some gold gouramis. Which they colored up really nice. They were stressed yesterday. Got some koi angels. Some autos. Which I got a feeling I might have to separate my angels from these autos because I saw an auto chasing after an angel a little bit ago. And I got some algae eaters. Got Dalmatian, lyre-tail mollies. Got some cardinal tetras. Somewhere in here, I have scarlet batis. And there's one right top of my finger. There's a couple of them right there. There's one in the plant right there. I believe that's going to be a female. Let's see, and I got my blue velvet shrimp colony growing. Got lots of babies in here. And I got blue diamonds in this tank, which I have no idea where they're at. I was hoping to get a colony going here, but I sold quite a bit yesterday. Uh-oh, my camera. There you go. Hey, Gills to Gardens. Nathan, how are you? Look, I'm learning everyone's names. So you got some serpes in there, some blue diamonds, blue velvets. Got to do some tank maintenance in my plant tank. Needs a little TLC. Get some figure eights. Old Mega Mine. Old Mbuna. There's our display tank. See, I do have a couple of rainbows. Yogi. Right there. Now, I'm pretty sure they're females. I'm not sure if they're like the red millennium or if they're what kind they are. How's your day been? Not bad. It's It started all right uh, until I swallowed some water from my black worm culture. It's my breeding mollies. Then we'll go back in here. So I did start a mealworm. So I got some mealworms going on in here. Tell me about it, Nathan. So there's the pupae, or however you say it, pupae. Uh, so those are going to turn into beetles, and then I'll transfer. Once they turn into beetles, I'll transfer them up here. Then they'll lay my larvae, and then I'll put my larvae down in this bucket here. There's my peacocks. And I don't know what these guys are. So I know that's a giant Danio right there. But I don't know what these guys are. So if you guys can tell me, that would be awesome. And here's my ram's horn snail farm. I got a bunch of ram's horns. Here's my black worms. Now, guys, this stuff stinks like really bad. So, but so I changed. Let me put my camera back down. Hold on, settings, camera, face in front. Hello. Okay. So I set the blackworm tank up, right? And I put the blackworms in it, and it got really brown. So I did a water change this morning, which it didn't help any. Uh, but I went to siphon that water out, and I wasn't paying attention, and I got some of that blackworm dirty juice. Did you rinse them first? Um, I think so. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I think Brandon told me to make sure I rinse them because of the leeches. He also told me I need to put like a sand bottom, but I don't have sand at the time, so it is a bare bottom with some lava rock until I could get some sand. But yeah, that water did not taste good at all. I like fish shops that have different size tanks and whatnot. Oh, yummy, right? Yeah, Nathan. So I think the biggest tank I have is 75 gallons. I think I have two 75s, one, two, three 55s. I've got a 15 gallon. I got 10 gallons. I got 20 gallons. I got some pre-made shift, like 30 gallon, I believe. When I get into a bigger store, so I want to get like a 220 gallon tank. And then I want to set it up with like rainbows and stuff. Y'all got sad for a minute. I know y'all got sad. I disappeared. I heard the sad faces for a minute. I'm over here pressing buttons. I need to quit pressing buttons. It broke my heart. I knew it. Nathan, I'm sending you a hug. Let's see, where's South? I think South's there. All right. I'm sending you a hug. Got to lurk for a minute. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on today, really. It's gonna be a long, boring day. I gotta get everything priced. It'd probably be a good day to work on the website. It's probably what I'm going to do today. Is do some work on the website because I know Jody is just itching to order online. What style? What's this? Show headlines? What's show headlines? Everyone's favorite. I misspelled favorite. I don't know how to change it now. Ooh. Yeah. Turn twice. You know it. I'm painting trim today. Okay. I need to paint this room. Sorry if I pocket modded. Nathan, you put me in your pocket? Now I'm upset. My heart is broken now. Shoved me in your pocket. But yeah, I want to paint this room. Like the pink is killing me. I don't like the pink. No. Pink with gray trim. So this place used to be like a tattoo parlor. This place used to be like a boutique. I'm assuming a lot of tattoos were given in this room right here. But yeah, so they painted this room pink with gray trim, and I don't like it at all. I want to paint it so bad, but then I don't want to waste the money in a painting that is not mine. So I might be just stuck with the pink and gray. Now, if my landlord were they high, it's possible they might have been high. So Jody's painting hers. Shoot, I forgot. I think there's some type of blue. I believe now it's a daycare for fish, right? Oh, that's awful. I need a professional painter, Jody. But see, they did gray out here. I'm surprised they didn't do a pink trim. Oh, I got customers. Customer. How's it going? Not much. What you into today?
You're looking at it.
Absolutely nothing, huh?
See what's left of your new order.
Yeah, deep blue, green color. See, that would be inviting. That color would be I didn't care. You ready for the storm they're saying?
I haven't even really heard about it. I know we're supposed to get one.
Yeah. Apparently it's supposed to get bad. But they always say that. Most of the things. I didn't paint the background black, so I got curtains. Just something behind that. Yeah, I need to get curtains for that window. The sun beams in the store towards the end of the day and hits my tanks, and the algae goes crazy. And I have like no insulation in the building, so my electric bill is crazy high during the winter. Summer not so bad, but we'll be able to cover it up later. If you paint it all black, you just paint it gray. Mm-hmm. That's probably what they did here. They painted it gray. So I'm curious what's behind the gray. Nathan, have you done a tour of your stuff yet? And we also are selling succulents. If you have very large. So Naomi put these together to sell at the store. They're little succulents. We got a bunch of them at the house. If you actually listen when I was on Jason's Last Star Vegas channel, I'll keep them. Yeah, so people are buying this right here, the glass jar and all, for $8. I already done sold like 5 of them. Of course, the bigger ones are already gone. Anything jumping out?
I didn't see anything I needed.
Yeah. Yes. This order was a lot of like special orders that people requested. Usually I try to do orders of things that I would buy, that jumps out to me in fish stores, like your oddballs and stuff like that. But this order we wasn't able to do it. It was mostly special orders.
Blue eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm thinking about if I want one or not.
I think you do. I think you do. But YouTube thinks you need one too.
Let me get one.
You want to get one?
Yeah, they're real pretty. I got about to have. I had a friend. Well, more of a cousin. But I saw him on the Green Dragon. So, Green Dragon. And so they have with the bunk bed and the green grass. Wow. And they, Michael's wife was in here with videos. He was posting. And she said, "Hey, I was like, and so she's gonna go talk to her husband, but she wants to get rid of the I guess the male blue eye, because she said her husband loves to drink drink. I don't blame him. I have one in my 125. It's probably about that. wavy and everything. But she hopefully came back to me a couple of babies. She said she would send me pictures of them. But yeah, so these guys, so these are short nose. So having these guys with this long wavy fins. And then I have another customer who bought the pink glow angels, and it bred with a veil tail angel. So her babies, they got the stripes of the veil tail, and but it's pink.
That's so cool.
So I'm waiting for them to grow up and probably start selling those.
That's real cool. It's amazing what people can come
Mm-hmm.
up with.
I don't think you want a black ghost snake. It's 26.50. You want to type your phone number in there? I don't want to say it that loud. Start getting random calls from like Iowa and
That'd be
Florida.
Exactly what I need. Man, I can't thank you enough.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
And if you want to buy some of my Mecca Splendens, so he's into more of citlet type. Uh, he's not a Mecca Splendon guy. You also get pot those and repot them to resell. One plant can make so many, plus you could convert to water only for the tanks. I'd buy a plant I can immediately put in a tank if you had it ready. That is good advice. I appreciate that. I have to, so plants is a Naomi thing. But yeah, I think having pothos running out of the tank would be a good look in the store. Don't tell me it's a new type of cichlid. Right. It's the new age cichlid, the Ameca splendens. Tell me he would be the first ever to ever have them in his tanks. Hey, buddy. So I see I've got 4 people in here. So I know Jody, Nathan, Mr. Phillip. Who are your? Who's that 4th lurker? Show yourself, individual. It's probably Naomi. Naomi's probably spying on me. Usually Jeff comes in. I know it's not Jeff. Jeff would have already said hey. Who are you? Who are you, 4th lurker? It is a mystery. I bet it's Naomi. I got almost got there. Oh, it's Laura. Laura Ora. It is Miss Laura. Hey, Laura. I'm messing with you, Laura. Thank you for coming in, Laura. You are awesome. She comes in a lot too. But I don't think I've ever seen her on a live. I may have seen her on a live before. I don't know. Laura, have you ever gone on live? I'm a noob for the community. Kind of past 6 months or so, but never been. Okay. We might have to get you on live one day, Laura, so we get to meet you, get to know you. New weather report come out. Your weather report. Jeremy is about to make it rain. I'm about to make it rain in Iowa. So let me ask you a question. I'm a handyman. I am waiting for a client to let me know their home so I can work. No, they are home. What would you do? Test them or what? So let me ask you a question. I'm a handyman and I am waiting for a client to let me know that they're at home so you can work. Yeah, test them. Yeah, hey, you guy, am I coming to do this or what? No, don't say that. But yeah, just be like, hey, this is Nathan. We had discussed about me doing some work for you. Uh, you wanted to follow up. It was a live notification. uh, but yeah, just tell them, say, hey, you just want to follow up. Because I mean, if you sit there and do nothing, they either they got busy and they forgot, Hey, Jerk, you ready or not? Right? So yeah, they either got busy and they forgot that they had scheduled you to come out that day. Just be like, hey, this is Nathan. I just want to follow up if we were still good today. Uh, and then they'll let you know. So you go in there and kick in their door and just do the work. And then repair the door after. No, don't do that, Nathan. Don't do that. So I thought about. So I'm a carpenter myself. I'm a handyman too. Uh, so I thought about doing side work, but you have to really be. It's kind of sketchy doing side work because if anything goes wrong and you're not insured, then they can have a field day with you. We actually discussed replacing their front door. Yeah, that would have to be for free, so not productive. It's almost like being pulled over by a cop, and cop comes and busts your taillight out, and then they come up to your window, be like, "I pulled you over for a broken taillight. Let me see your license and registration." It's kind of like that scenario. You know, you just go in there, kick in the door, and be like, "Hey, I'm here to fix your door." We don't have insurance yet. We're thinking about switching our company name because we had issues with a neighbor we did some work for in this work. Oh yeah, I mean you're gonna run into that. If you're doing side work like that, you got made sure you're insured. There's John. That's our fifth lurker. I was wondering who it was. It's Mr. John. Uh, what's there because they be there, so we cut ties when they tried to blow up the house. No, okay. You just got off work. So they tried to blow up your house. That is crazy. Yeah, I would definitely, if you're doing an LLC, make sure you're insured because there are some crazy people out there. And that's why I don't do side work because if if something happened to go wrong, and it's bound to happen, uh, there's always something that goes wrong. And if you have that client that just it's that client, that kind of person. I mean, she will sue your LLC, and then if you have your house or your business tied to it, you know, you're chancing of losing that. Uh, yeah, some people you just never know. So yeah, make sure you are insured, and I would make sure nothing is tied to your LLC. So I did when I was living down in Louisiana. I was a cable technician. So I installed Dish Network in the homes, and so I was a contractor. I didn't actually work for Dish, but I was a contractor, and so I got hired by another. I was a third party contractor. So I got hired in from a contractor, working for a contractor that was a contractor to Dish. So Dish hired a contracting company to sell their products and stuff. And then that contracting hired contractors to install Dish and stuff for them. So I had to create my own LLC. I had to get insured, stuff like that, just in case something went wrong. And I think I had one incident, which was not my fault. So I installed the cable box and ran the lines and stuff, and like I do any other house. And well, a week later, a fire broke out at the house, right? On the outside of the trailer. A fire had broken out. And that customer tried to pinpoint it on me, said it was my fault, everything else. And so they were trying to sue me and everything else. And so the whole thing got investigated, and comes to find out it was not my fault. The house was not grounded properly. So, and as a cable technician, you really don't look to see if the house is grounded properly. That's not on us. That's actually on the homeowners and the electricity people. But so it wasn't my fault. Now their house didn't burn up or nothing. They were able to put the fire out outside where I had my splitter. But so just the side of the wall was black, and my cables and splitter was all burnt up. But they didn't lose their house or nothing. But they tried to sue me for it, saying it was my fault, but it wasn't my fault. So that's how you got to be careful. There's some people, crazy people. Is that how you met Naomi? No, that is not how I met Naomi. So I met Naomi here in Kentucky. When I was down in Louisiana, I got out of the military in 2013, right? And apparently Naomi was dating a soldier at Fort Polk, where I was stationed. But I never knew Naomi existed. So, I mean, I'm sure me and Naomi had crossed paths somewhere, like walking by each other or something. But because she lived in Beaumont, Texas, which was like an hour from where I was stationed at down in Louisiana. But anyways, so Naomi had went through a traumatic experience with her boyfriend, whatever. And when I say traumatic, it was a traumatic experience. But because of it, she ended up moving to Kentucky, right? Which I was already living in Kentucky at the time. Because with me, a little backstory with me, I got into a lot of drama with my exes and stuff, and I was trying to make a living. That's why I was doing my own contracting business with Dish. And I was trying to make a living, and I was getting screwed over by the contractor that hired me. And I wasn't making any money. I ended up not be able to uh, afford rent. I ended up losing my vehicle that I had. Um my ex was on my ass with her drama, but I ended up moving it back to Kentucky. So, uh, and Kentucky is my home state. So I was born. I was born in Brooksville, Florida, and then my family. I moved to Kentucky when I was 8 years old, and then I was raised here in Kentucky. But so I moved back to Kentucky, try to try to get up on my feet. I struggled. Moved back down to Louisiana because I have 3 kids down in Louisiana. Uh, so I moved back down there, and then I struggled trying to get on my feet and everything else, and everything went downhill. Almost became homeless, and then I ended up moving back to Kentucky uh, to get back on my feet, and which I did. I did. I moved in with my parents, and they helped me out to get back on my feet. You know, I got me a new truck. I started working on the river as a deckhand. Got back up on my feet, and but so as I was trying to better my life, uh, I went to a bar. My sister had convinced me to go to a bar one night. Bristol, where hell is that? I'm in Naples, Gulf side. Brooksville is south of Tampa Bay. Um, it's not far from like Zephyril's, I think is how you say it, and Tampa. So I got family in Zephyril's. I got family in Tampa, but I lived in Brooksville. Uh, but so my sister convinced me to go out one night. Uh, at that time, so I was a scaffold builder. I was building scaffolds for Triangle, and had a guy from Alabama who was working with me. You know, we were traveling to different states and doing other jobs, but we came home. We were leaving. We had finished up a job down in Tennessee. And so we came back to Paducah. We had another job in Indiana. So we came to Paducah and we stopped and stayed the night in Paducah. Well, my sister convinced us to go out to the bar with her. So we went to the bar to play pool, and that's where I met Naomi. Naomi and her friend Tori was at the bar, and Naomi was very, very drunk. Very drunk. And I got 6 lurkers in here, so one of them might be Naomi, so I gotta kind of be careful. Um, but so I I introduced myself to Naomi and all that, and uh, she was crazy wild, but yeah, she was crazy wild. Um, anyways, long story short, uh, they ended up leaving the bar. They backed her friend backed her car up into a friggin' uh like a concrete friggin' blockade or something. And so I went out there and I helped them out and everything else. And they were both drunk. So I followed them to where they were staying in an apartment complex. I followed them, made sure they made it home safe, because your boy here is a Southern gentleman. Um, and so I made sure they made it back safely. Didn't have any troubles, didn't get in any wrecks or nothing. And then I went on to my own business. I went back home, and uh, at the bar, Naomi had, I think, added me on Facebook. And so the following weekend, I messaged her, asked her if she was going to be at the bar again, and I think I ended up meeting her at a bar for the second time. And then then I think she ghosted me. And that's how I met the love of my life. No, now Nathan, I don't even like her. Like, I don't even like her. She gets on my nerves. Uh, but anyway, so I think she ghosted me for a while. I ended up messaging her, trying to get to hang out with her and all that. And she loved hiking. She was always going hiking out in the land between the lakes here and stuff. But we she eventually got back with me and we hung out, and now we got two kids together. Not married. Uh Shoot, might as well be, but we're definitely not married. She don't like me and I don't like her. We tolerate each other. But I can give her props though. She did turn my life around though. She she uh she is very financially smart. Uh she's very good with money. She is a very smart lady. Uh and she had really turned my life around and got me up on my feet. Uh Common law yet? No, no common law. Kentucky doesn't uh, pursue common law. But yeah, no such thing as common law in Kentucky. For over 15 years, yeah. Yeah, that's a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, Naomi and I have had our problems. So she's very jealous type, but I'm also a very jealous type too. So you put two people that has jealousy issues, I mean, you're bound to have problems. Uh, and we do. We have our issues, but we make it work. If you didn't have issues, it wouldn't be a relationship, right? So, and that's where. So Naomi, she is a very strong-willed person. She's very. Uh, she pursues the problems and tries to make it work out, and I'm the complete opposite. Um, I don't do drama. I don't like drama at all. And I'm a very quiet person. So uh, she expresses her feelings a lot. I don't. I let my feelings bottle up inside. Uh, so I'm that type of person that just don't care, uh, and I hate that about myself. Personally, like deep and down, I do care. Uh, I care a lot, but I don't show it. Um, I do throw fake smiles. I do all this other stuff, but uh, so when Naomi and I have problems, I'm the type of person who just puts it on the back burner and walks away. And she is not that type. She actually wants to address the issue and talk about it and fix it. But just do that. She says that it's the smart thing. I was seeing the collection she has hanging on the wall. Right? Like her collection on the wall, like it scares me. It scares me because if I ever make her mad enough, she is going to grab one of those axes and chop me up in pieces. Just kidding, you two. I'm just kidding. So she loves her antiques. She's an antique collector, and it drives me crazy because she'll go to like Goodwill, she'll go to like yard sales and stuff, and antique shops, and she'll like, oh, we have to have this, we have to have that, we have to. No, we don't. No, we don't. We do not have to have it. She's a treasure hunter. Yep. And see, to me, I mean, I don't. Unless you're wanting to keep it and then sell it later on down the road for a lot of money, then I could see it. But getting it just to have it, I mean, I don't. Why? But yeah, so moral of the story, she gets on my nerves. I get on her nerves. We love each other though. Sometimes. Shit, I hoard fish. I can't say. Yeah. So yeah. So the fish is more my hobby than hers. She just controls my spending because I want to spend on fish. But uh, she always tells me no. I guess it's smart, but she's getting into the hobby though because she set up another tank at the house the other day, and so I have some PRLs coming in the mail from Papa Shrimp. Papa Shrimp one giving me a bunch of pure red line uh, shrimp, not snails. I think I said snails. He's giving me pure red line shrimp. They're a Cardania shrimp, but she set up a tank for it, and she's got a hermit crab tank. She's getting into the hobby a lot more. Jerry, I'm headed out. I'll try to catch you on the next one. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate you. But I'll definitely will have your fish here for you when you do make it out this way. There's old Miss Wendy. How are you?
Just watched 5 yuppies die over the last week. Can you test my water and see if that's going on?
I might be able to test it. I am running really, really low. No. I got to get another kit. There's nitrite. There's money one. Might be able to do it.
I am so discouraged.
Well,
I woke up to one dead, and then over the course of since I've been working from about 8 o'clock to about 30 minutes ago, they just die. I don't know. It's really weird though because see if I can find the picture I took earlier because they're all hiding. Not from anything specific, just weirdly all tucked up underneath my filter. I don't know if you can see it very well because of the reflection, but that's all my fish. And that's the pipe that hangs into the water to put it back in or to take it out. And they're between it and the back of the filter. It's real dark there, but they're all huddled up there together.
Do you have a heater?
Yep.
Your heater working?
Yep.
100% sure.
Yeah.
Like you actually touch the bottom of your heater and it's warm?
Click on the door.
Okay.
As I touch it, I'm like, what if this breaks? And I electrocute myself. It's all frustrating.
A lot of times when they do that, they're either not getting enough oxygen.
I put a big old filter in there. One of them big green
Sponge filters?
that size, yes. Got the little
What
hose.
size tank?
20 gallon.
20 gallon?
I've got the little hose to where it's just at the top of the water, so it's aerating it better. They'll just kind of be swimming, and all of a sudden it's like.
Yeah, a lot of times it's either
I'll put that closer to you so you don't have to like.
not enough oxygen or heater issues.
Would that make them swim weird? And I swear to God, I saw a little worm in there today.
Could be chlorine poisoning, someone said. She has guppies.
Oh, my foul mouth is on live. Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6.
use the coordinator stuff for kids.
Uh-huh. That Fritz complete.
Yeah.
So yeah, if y'all have any suggestions, her guppies are huddled up together in a corner. They said we all have issues in our tanks. Yeah, said don't. They said don't get discouraged. Don't feel embarrassed. It happens to all of us.
If they see a tank sitting on the side of the road out in the neighborhood, they perfectly filled with all the crap. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, he's so pretty.
Uh,
Why do you get too big and have to go to the bigger tank downstairs? And then, like, I know I'm probably crazy because I've stared at this tank too long today. There was something that looked like about a half-inch hair. You know how you'll see like a worm or a parasite or something in water, how they swiggle up?
Yeah.
It was squiggling through and it somewhere down in the rocks.
Maybe detritus worm. You got a picture of it?
I do, but it's against the rocks and you can't see it.
Can't see it.
No, you can't, because I was running for my phone on that one too.
How long has she been running? She's had this tank going for a while.
Way too friggin' long for this to be happening.
Yeah, she's got an established tank. She's one of our frequent customers. Any hiding places?
Yeah, they've got driftwood and they've got plants to hide in.
Yeah, plants, driftwood. No ammonia, no nitrite.
Detritus worm.
Yeah, DETR.
No, this has got a little red head to it. Well, okay, so that has a red head to it, but that doesn't. And it could have been something like that. But he was tiny. It's the only one I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it was squiggling fast.
Yeah, it's probably detritus worm.
Oh, where'd I get that from?
Not sure. Worm probably not an issue. Probably just extra food cleaning.
Okay.
Are you feeding a lot?
Once a day.
Once a day? How many guppies you got in there?
10. I had 15, now I have 10.
Had 15 guppies in a 20-gallon.
Now I have 10.
Now 10. No nitrites, no ammonia. Check your pH.
I appreciate you checking the water for me.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all.
And it's not like I've got 2-month-old guppies and I've got several month-old guppies, and it's not any specific ones. It's just, yeah.
You said your heater's working.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
According to the little thermometer, it is. And it's warm when I touched it, so.
is your water warm, like super warm?
Mm-mm.
Because maybe you're having a heater malfunction, your water's getting too warm.
Now, I feel like, and this could be because I have stared at these fish too long today, that I have seen like a white speck here and there.
So
I don't know, but I feel like I have. But like I said, I have been sitting there.
the best way to check for that is take your flashlight and shine it on.
I did. And I can't tell if it was part of when I got them or if it's new. Hang on, let's see if I can find a picture of one of them.
They're just guppies.
Just guppies, one pleco, a autocat that died yesterday. So I've had 6 die in 24 hours.
Yeah, everyone's saying add salt.
Okay, it's really blurry, but you can kind of see where he's got that little bloop of something. Where did he go on this one? See how it's right there at the edge of his fin?
Yeah. You mind if I show them?
I don't care.
Does she have live plants? Yes, she has live plants. Yeah. Hold on. Let me flip my camera here. Settings, camera. Alright. So one of her guppies got this little white blotch right here at the top of their back fin.
Would it hurt to treat it like it's ick?
So salt really treats for anything and everything. It's aquarium salt is really good. Good to have. Oh, let me go back to my messages. Okay, it's not it. Not it. Not it. Not it. Uh, I don't even know what I just tested for. Oh, high range pH. It said it looks like it was an injury.
Okay. And he'll kind of be swimming around and then he kind of just like starts pointing up and goes up a little bit and then starts swimming around again. He's too pretty to lose.
So your high range pH. Let me retest. When's the last water change you did?
Last weekend,
Last weekend? How much of a water change?
25%.
Okay.
We've been going good until this week. And I was getting ready to change up to a 40 gallon and now this. And I'm just, or we were changing back to the 40 gallon from where I had to break it down from all the blackbird algae.
Did you ever get that under control?
Had to break the whole tank
The whole
down,
tank down.
scrub it bit by bit, take a wire brush to my wood to get it off of it. If you get blackbeard algae, pick that stuff right out of your tank when it starts to show.
I haven't tested nitrates yet. So her high range pH, this color don't even exist on her high range. So I gotta figure out what's something's going on with her pH.
I've got a little bit of cuttle bone in there because you told me to keep cuttle bone in it when I have the driftwood.
The cutter bone to raise your pH.
Like just a little piece.
Was it towards snails?
I used to have trouble with my water when I had the driftwood in it, and you told me to start putting a piece of cuttle bone in it to keep it.
Oh, to raise it up, yeah. Because yeah, you had soft water.
But it's like a little piece.
Right.
It's not like a big chunk or anything.
Has anything been added recently?
Water,
Just water,
treated water,
treated water.
and that ammonia stuff. For when the ammonia was raised up the other day.
What ammonia stuff? The Fritz complete.
Micro
That-
something.
The micro low
Yes.
ammonia remover.
Yes. That was my husband that brought in the water the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep. He bought that.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yeah, higher ammonia.
Uh,
So it's possible. So with ammonia, which kind of makes sense, the ammonia can burn the gills
okay.
on your fish, and it will suffocate them,
Okay.
and they'll end up dying. So then, being at the top like that, they're probably having troubles breathing,
Breathing. Okay.
and they're dying off one by one.
What would you fix it?
That's where that microlift came in. You have no ammonia in your tank, so your guppies probably it's just they've already got those ammonia burns. Anything that fits ammonia burns in the gills. Sounds like she's doing everything right. I would clean off the roots of a pothos or peace lily and just stick big old developed root system in there.
Got one I can swing by and pick up?
Well, they live out of state.
I have no pop-ups.
Yep, time. It's just gonna be time. That's
Oh, all my damn guppies are gonna die. Oh man.
so that's what happens. She had an ammonia spike, and they came in and got that microlobe ammonia remover. Well, she has no ammonia in her tank now, so she got rid of the ammonia. But
Forms of sympathy and gift cards to J&N so I can get more guppies in a few weeks.
she said if y'all want to send gift cards to Jane and Aquatics so she get more guppies.
It'd be a couple months.
But that's what I think has been that ammonia spike that you had burned the gills of those guppies. Now they're going up to the top because they can't breathe.
What will a pothos do?
What would pothos do?
Or I go buy one of these things at Walmart.
Do you have any API stress coats? I do. I do have stress coat. I'll give her some. Same, put this stuff in there.
Holy moly.
So this removes chlorine, detoxifies heavy metals. It has a aloe vera, which is good for their bodies, and it replaces the slime coat. And it
You want me just to pour my little jar out? It's,
no, I still want to test.
Oh, okay.
I want to still test your nitrates.
okay.
But I'm going to give you some stress coat here. Put in your tank.
How much do I put in at what time?
Let's see. Directions: add 5 milliliters per 10 gallons. So I don't know how much I gave you.
I've got a little measuring spank or a measuring cup I can pull it out with.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I've got 20 gallons, 5, 10, 15, 20 milliliters. Is that right?
So it's 5 per 10 gallons.
Yeah.
So 10 milliliters.
I bet 20 gallons.
Right.
Okay, so 10 milliliters.
10 milliliters.
Okay. The brain ain't working today anymore. It's researched too much now. Did anybody say what the pump dose will do?
No, Nathan. Nathan said I wouldn't shop in that store again. It's probably where that guppy came from, and is the issue. He's a totally joking though.
I hope you are. Because I think Jeremy might want to talk to you next time you come in. Just saying.
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of
That.
that? Okay.
Yep, 2 teaspoons. Let's see. Pablo's Bigger says going to avoid future ammonia spikes.
Oh, I got dogs. I can't have a pump dose in there permanently. Do I need to put salt in on top of this?
The salt, no. I
Okay, so
want to
just this.
I just put that in there, right? Just a stretch coat, or should she add a little salt with it? Since we're help avoid future ammonia spikes. Floaters. You have any floaters?
No.
Let me give you some floaters.
You mean the duckweed that I ended up bringing back like a half a gallon?
Well, so this is giant duckweed.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
It's a lot easier to get rid of.
Man, them little ones too.
Now, those ammonia spikes, it happens to all of us. I actually had one here a couple of days, no, about a week ago now, and I lost everything in the tank. It happens. Oh, don't give her duckweed. It's the giant duckweed. See, Laura says it is helpful in that way.
So do or don't. I'm gonna say we're gonna get a poll going here.
So there's that. But yeah, no ammonia, no nitrite. Your pH. Hold off on the salt.
What do I owe you? I have to run back out to the car.
You don't owe me nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, that's. I thought you're out of business.
Nah, you good.
So 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of that. Throw that in there. Let me test your nitrates.
Okay.
This was pH.
I refuse to let these fish go down again. I'm sorry.
John said duckweed will work. He just don't like it.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. I appreciate the help with it because Jesus, man, this is frustrating.
Let's see. What was there? Nitrates.
Well, I guess I'm gonna put off moving them to the bigger tank then now because I don't want to mess with anything more than I absolutely have to until they either slow down the. Are you looking for pH?
No, nitrate. See, I got bottle 2. I'm missing bottle 1. That's nitrate. Okay, so I can't test nitrate. I'm missing. I guess that's what I ran. Wait. We'll see. My- 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The real question: why was it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I lost around 100 fish in one tank. Nathan said that he lost around 100 fish in one tank.
My eye is twitching for Nathan. I can't. I. Oh,
John asked, why is there ammonia spike? Why was there an ammonia spike before? The root problem was, the root problem. Like what caused the ammonia spike?
oh,
No idea.
I'm sure there's something I'm missing since I'm still fairly new to this. I mean, pretty fairly new.
So introducing like that micro ammonia remover. It's pretty much a band-aid. It doesn't solve the actual problem, like what had caused it.
Well, because we put it in there and they started acting fine. They all started swimming around again, doing their thing, acting like happy fish. This morning, now everybody's hid up underneath the filter.
So her nitrate is at a 5.0, which is good. She has some nitrates. She don't have much nitrates, but she has some. It's less than 40.
Is that good or bad?
Less than 40 is good.
Okay.
You don't want 0, and you don't want more than 40 parts per million.
So, okay. So after listening to you, what I'm hearing is I probably need to go do a partial water change. Obviously, treat the water first, do a partial water change, put this in there, and then put this in there. Sacrifice a duck to a cucumber god and hope for the best.
Yeah, you want that. Yeah, she has nitrates. She does have nitrates. She's good. The more plants you can add, the better. Plants suck up ammonia before anything else.
There's a crap ton of plants in it.
She has lots.
Not as much as I used to, but there's a lot of plants in it.
Water changes can work miracles too. It dilutes the mystery problem. Yep.
We're doing another one of those tonight.
Do another water change. Add that stuff to it. Let me dump this out.
Yes, please. I don't think you want it in your tanks. I wouldn't. Thank y'all. Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
So let me know how it turns out.
I sure will.
Thank y'all for the assistance. You guys are awesome. You want that first? Yeah, so her nitrate's sitting at like a 5.0. That was a nice customer. She's one of our frequent flyers. She loves her guppies. She's a duck to a cucumber guy. What kind of advice are you giving out there, Jeremy? Hey, I didn't do that. But yeah, she's trying to pay me for the stress coat and the plants. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. You should really charge the water test, man. Charges. $5 each. I get you. $5 for a water test. So normally I charge $1. I usually charge $1. Now there are times that I won't charge. Yeah, there's a lot of times I won't charge. But now there is sometimes that I will. For example, if they are bringing me a sample of their water once or twice a week, then I will charge for the water tests. But if someone was to come in and they had an issue with their tank, they're losing fish, then I wouldn't charge. I mean, it's part of building a relationship. Yeah. My local fish store did it for free, but it was taken away from other customers that could have made them money. Hey, yeah, so the situation dictates with me, really. So if I know they're gonna come in here and spend money and buy my fish, or if they're setting up a new tank and I know for a fact they're going to come in here and buy my fish, I won't test them to test their water. But like I said, if I get that couple of customers who wants me to test their water weekly, then yes, I will charge. Because I mean, I have to pay for that water test kit too. So, and those test kits are not cheap. Even at wholesale prices, they're not cheap. In fact, I think buying them off of Amazon is cheaper than what I get them at wholesale. Yeah. So it helps building relationships. Like John said, it helps building relationships to them, and it shows that you're not just out there trying to pull money from their pockets. I mean, we all struggle. I struggle. I mean, I lose fish and stuff like that. I mean, we all struggle, and being in a low income city, not a whole lot of people has a lot of money. So, but I try to help out as much as I can. Shoot, I saw wholesale prices the other day. They aren't wholesale anymore. They're like double or more of what I used to pay. I'm telling you, with those tariffs, like prices are going up. And it's going to suck for the local fish shops, the local businesses. It's going to suck. So you're actually about to see a struggle in our local pet shop stores. And then when you're getting later, John, thanks for coming in, bud. When you get to when you get new people getting into the hobby that knows nothing about fish tanks, right? Knows nothing about fish. All they know is PetSmart and Petco. That's all they know. They don't know there's actually small mom and pop fish stores. So all they know is PetSmart and Petco, and that's where they go. Now, when they get further into the hobby, then they discover all their small time fish stores, and then that's when they realize, oh, I've been buying bad fish when I've actually been buying healthy fish. It's all a game. What is it? It's 3:00. I got 3 more hours here at the store, and I've got nothing accomplished, you guys. Nothing at all. I need to get my butt in gear. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for 2 hours and 14 minutes. You guys are awesome. We've had some people come and go. So, thank y'all who came in. It didn't even seem like I've been on for 2 hours, but I have. But, so hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.
Chat.